Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, we're going to be learning about for loops in Java. So sit back. Alright guys, so now we're going to go into the for loop. So the first thing, I will assume that you guys already know how to create a class and how to start the main method. So I already have the class OurTechLife and I already created the main method. So now we're getting into the for loop. So for int I equaling to 0. So what does this first part do? So basically we instantiated a variable and we assigned it the value of 0. So we created I and we assigned it the value of 0. Now this for loop will run while I is less than 4, and after it runs the statement below the for loop, it'll increment the value I by 1. So anything below this left and right curly bracket is what's going to be repeated every time it goes through the for loop. So let's say it goes one time, it'll go run this, and this lines. Now these are all comments, but if it actually had, what's it called, statements, it would run. So this time I'm just keeping one statement. It's just a simple print statement. So let's just go into this, So, okay, so first we're going to create the value. We're going to create I, and it's going to be assigned the value 0. So I is going to be equal to 0 in the beginning. And now, while I is less than 4, now 0 is less than 4, we're going to increment by 1 after we pass by the first run. So right now, I is equal to 0. So this statement is true. So it'll go straight, this for loop, this condition is true. So it'll start running the statement below the for loop. So it'll say, hello, the number is 1. So I'll just, put it there. Hello, the number, not the number is 1, the number is 0. Because I is equal to 0, and it'll increment after it's, finished all the statements inside the for loop. So hello, the number is 0. That's what we're supposed to see in our first one. And then it'll increment I by 1. So at that point, let me see. So at that point, I will be equal to 1. Now, it'll go through the for loop again. So now I is 1, and is 1 less than 4? Yes, so we're going to increment by 1 after we print out the statement. So now we're going to print out hello, the number is 1, right? And then it's going to increment the value of I to 2, and it's going to do the same thing, and so on. So let me just put some ... And then we're going to reach the value 3 at some point. So let's put it here, I is equal to 3. And, it'll basically just, at that point that it's at the point where the value I is 3, at the point where the variable I is 3, it'll print out this saying hello, the number is, hello, the number 1? Hello, the number, the 1? Well, it doesn't matter what I wrote. I don't know. Oh, it's supposed to be hello, the number is. Sorry about that. Well, it doesn't really matter, But anyways, that's basically what's going to happen. Except here you're going to see 3. All right, so hello, the number is 3. And then it's going to update the value of I by 1. So at that moment, I will become equal to 4. Let me just comment that. And now that the value I is equal to 4, it'll go through the for loop, and I is equal to 4. Now, is 4 less than 4? No. So since that's not true, it won't print out hello, the number is 4. It'll stop at 3. And if you noticed, it will actually print 4 times. Now, let me just run this so you guys can see how it'll look. Hello, the number is 0. Hello, the number is 1, 2, and then 3, but it doesn't print out 4. You noticed? And if we increase this to 5, we'll see, then the 4 coming out there. So if you guys can follow along, if the reason is that this happens is that from 0 to 5, it's counting 0, so it'll run 5 times, because even though 5 is the limit, the limit is actually 4. So once it's more than 4, it won't run. But at 4, it'll run. So you have to include 0. So 0 plus, 0 through 4, including the 0, that's 5 runs. That's why this is printed out 5 times. Now, if I, started with the value of 1, we would see a different result, because it would be going from 1 to 5, but it would stop at 4. So from 1 to 4, that's actually 4 lines. So it would print out the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, right? But it wouldn't print out the 5. Now, if we did want to, now to teach you guys something is, the less than and greater than, I'm sure that you guys follow what that is. Here, it'll keep running even after it does equal 5. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be here. So it's gonna run, and it's gonna include when it's 5, but when it's more than 5, it won't. So from 1 to 5, it's gonna print out, let me see, like 5 times. So 3, 4, 5, there you go. So that's basically what it is for the for loops. And you can also, instead of increments, you can, decrease the value by 1 every time. So you could start off with a higher value and then so on. You guys can just play around with the for loop just to see, all the little kinks to it. And then maybe in another video, we'll show you the advanced for loop. But anyways, that's it for this video. The simple for loop explained with Java. Hopefully you guys find it helpful. Leave a comment down below and let me know. All right, peace.